going on, man? How are ya? Good. See ya. It's windy. It's gonna be brutal today. 13.16 miles, 8 minutes, 16 seconds per mile in the Nike Epic React Flyknit 2, running a half marathon distance out there today. Just had an absolutely fantastic day. We were extremely lucky. My running buddy and I had set up earlier in the week, much earlier in the week, that we were going to run on Sunday this weekend. And that was the day that happened to be in Chicago, a really bad weather day, or forecasted to be a really bad weather day. We were supposed to have 30 mile per hour winds and up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And that's absolutely what we had. I could feel it on the windows that are just behind the camera right now. Those face the corner of the building. So we have western and southern exposures. And as the wind had been whipping around the corner of the building, I could definitely feel and even see the windows kind of bowing as the wind was pushing against the building. So an intense weather day, and we just expected that we were just gonna get beat up really hard. For the entire run, I was expecting that it was gonna be one of those days in Chicago where you just had a headwind the entire run, no matter whether you're running out or running back. But for some weird meteorological reason that I can't explain, we had pretty much zero wind the entire time. We felt like the city was, the winds were definitely westerly, so coming out of the west. But there's no reason why the city should have blocked the wind so effectively on the part of the trail where we were running. I was expecting to see huge waves, and even that we would have to turn around at a certain point because the water would be so bad. And that frequently happens along the lakefront path. That's what I was expecting today. We didn't get any of that today. Instead, it was a relatively calm day, except for a few choice spots when we were running directly westerly. And then it was those kinds of wind where when the gust hit you, it didn't matter how fast you were running, you basically came grinding to a halt. We had a couple of spots that were like that, but for the most part, we're running north-south. And it just felt really great out there. We even ran through a new park. Now, last week we ran together, we ran by a park that my buddy was like, hey, what's in there? And I know it's a park. I've seen dog walkers go in there, but even though I've run by that one particular spot probably literally 100 times, I'd never actually gone in. Not completely true. A couple weeks ago when it was snowy, I did run down like the entrance towards the park in order to get a particular shot, but I never actually run in it. I didn't know if it was an out and back. I didn't know if it was a round little area that we can run in, so we went and explored there as well, and it turned out to be a beautiful spot. There are these huge round features that we think are water features that will be turned on in the summer. So we're thinking if that's the case, probably bring our kids there and we'll just go hang out because it could be a nice spot, an open area for kids to really run around. I've lived in Chicago for over a dozen years and it's the first time I've ever really gone all the way through it. So it was nice to explore a little bit of run tourism in your own city along the path that I frequent almost every day. In terms of the shoes handled fantastically. At the turn, we stopped at the normal spot over by the planetarium, got a little bit of gels in us. I brought a couple of science and sport gels. He had never had those before, so I thought I'd bring him one of those to try. It ended up being pretty good. The extra volume was appreciated on a day where we didn't bring any water with us, and there isn't any water support that's turned on along the lakefront path along the winter. So that worked out really well, having the little extra boost of caffeine. My buddy ran in the Ghost 10, which has been his favorite shoe for a long time. I was in the Epic React Flying It 2. We both felt really good. In fact, our 3 fastest miles were our last 3 miles. And I was really surprised. I'm coming off of the end of a relatively high mileage week for me in the wintertime. Ended up with 63.6 miles for the week. And feet felt really, really good in the Epic React Flying It version 2. The bounce in the step that you get from that shoe felt really good. I mean, I know that, and the main reason I wanted to make this video today, even though I didn't really think I'd be making a lot of Epic React 2 videos, is that I think sometimes it's really easy because it comes in so many colors, because you see it more frequently at the gym on a treadmill or on an elliptical than you do necessarily outside on a running trail, is to think that the Epic React isn't like a real running shoe, but it definitely is. I had a great run out there today, performed way better than I thought I would. We were thinking we'd do 10 miles. We ended up going for 13. I thought we'd be in the 8:30s for our run today, but we were towards the end, under 8 minutes per mile for the last 3 miles, all put together. So a really great day. Even I just saw a video by Gwen Jorgensen. She's just started releasing for her season 2 on her YouTube channel. She had some Epic Reacts hidden behind the couch. So I think, well, they could be hers, they could be her husband's, but that's a shoe that's definitely, I think, a legit running shoe. I've been enjoying it. It's been, color aside, something that I actually have been enjoying doing some running in. Next week, my wife's going to be out of town, and I've just got a super crazy work week going on. Fortunately, I don't have to travel, but I'm just going to be busy a bunch. I know that there's one day where because of my work schedule and because my wife's out of town, I'm not going to be able to run. So it's going to be a run streak ender right there. But very glad to get the miles in today, and had really great company. Always good to run with my running buddy. He always tends to push me harder than we agree that we're going to go and that I think that I can do on the day. So definitely always good to have him around. But before I go, I do want to talk about the charity runner for the week. Charity runner for the week is Joel Moody. He's running the 2019 London Marathon for Prostate Cancer Research Center. Their vision is to ensure that no man ever has to die from prostate cancer. And to do that, they raise money and fund research that either improves the lives of men affected with prostate cancer or can help men to beat the disease entirely. A very worthy cause, and something that has affected Joel, our charity runner for the week, and his family very personally, unfortunately. And so he has a very personal connection with this charity. So I've donated $70 to Joel's cause, and I'll post a link in the description to his fundraising efforts in case you'd like to learn more. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?